Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's probably about 6 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Why did I say probably? Why is there sunshine behind me? Okay, I am recording this at 3:30 Saturday afternoon, and here's the deal. This isn't a time-sensitive story. I just came across this story, and tomorrow it is my stepfather's birthday, and we're planning a birthday party, and I've got a lot going on tomorrow, so I figure I came across a story and I wanted to talk about it. And I figure I record this video, and more than likely you'll be seeing it tomorrow morning. So work with me here. All right, I came across an article on about a woman named Katie Ann. It doesn't say how old she is. She's from Texas, and it doesn't say what she does for a living. I don't want to patronize this person. I don't want to paint her as a sympathetic person, somebody I feel sorry for, but I just want to say I'm a 57-year-old guy, and I've dated. I've led a full life. There's a viewer that questioned the numbers that I threw out before, so I'm not gonna put out any numbers besides for this. I've been dating since I was 14 years old, seriously, and like the junior high prom, and I'm 57 now, 57 and a half. So I've been dating for 43 years, over 43 years. So you figure, I've never been married. I've had several long-term relationships, probably 6, 7, 8 years, my longest relationships. But here's the bottom line. There's 4 women in my life, I've told you guys this before, that I truly love. I don't know if I didn't plan on saying this, but you guys know I pray every morning. And I still include these 4 women every morning in my prayers, that they'll lead a happy and successful life, and that they will forgive me for any pain that I've caused them. Seriously, I pray. That's what I didn't plan on saying that. I know that sounds corny. Okay, and I just want to give my viewpoint as a man. There's going to be some adult conversations, some sexual body topics that I'm going to talk about. So I doubt there's any kids watching this, so anyway, if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so I came across this article about this woman, Katie Ann from Texas, and it doesn't give her age, and it doesn't give her profession, and it doesn't actually give the size of her breasts. But it's an article about this woman that's had several breast augmentations. And on one hand, she's talking about how she can't do a lot of things. She can't run, she can't go to the gym, she can't go on roller coasters, she can't find shirts that fit. She actually can't run. Her physician restricted her. I'll go over everything. And, a lot of times you see stories about how young girls, like on Instagram, how there's a lot of large breasted women like this, particularly on Instagram, I've seen, and there's been, there's a lot of conversation about young girls feeling the need, this body image thing. And this is something, I know there's no young girls that are going to watch this, but if you're a parent of a young girl, I don't know, maybe you could get this message through to them. Okay, let me talk about Katie Ann first. Like I said, I came across this article. You can read it yourself down below. I made some notes. She says she had her first boob job when she was just 20 years old. She went from a natural C cup to a double D. That was her first one when she was 20 years old. And then she had 3 more breast augmentations. It doesn't say how large her breasts are. This is a little embarrassing, but I'm going to be open and honest about this for the sake of women with body image issues. To be totally honest, my entire life, my preference, I've never been with a woman. I've never been with a woman that had breast augmentations. I'll be honest, I went to strip clubs back when I was younger, and I remember seeing some famous women that had just ginormous breasts. And I hate to say this, but it's more of I really hate to say this, but it was more of an oddity than a turn on. To be completely honest, I think a lot of guys, at least me, I don't like larger perky breasts aren't what I look for, to be honest. I like a woman that looks like a woman. I'll be honest, I like sag. I like a little swing to them. natural. Some, they look like natural breasts, the way breasts should look. Stretch marks, veins. Yeah, I that's a turn on for me. It really is. I've seen women talk about be worried. Some women I've dated were worried about the size of their areolas. I'm being totally serious about this, and it's a little embarrassing, but I found that arousing. The larger the areolas, and the reason I think that I feel this way is because guys have smaller areolas, and to me, the larger the areola, the more feminine. I'm being told. I know I don't know how this video is going to go over, but I figured I'd just be completely honest about this. So large, perky, perfect breasts. I guarantee there's a lot of guys out there like me that it's a falsehood. It's something probably pushed by these magazines and the perfect women. And it's not what a lot of guys even are aroused by. Okay, let me go on here. She talks about she's had 2 butt augmentations, and I got to be perfectly honest. I've never been with a girl that had butt augmentations, and it kind of skeeves me out a little bit. It kind of scares me. It makes me wonder if it, I'm being totally honest. Would it be lumpy? I would much prefer just to feel. I don't mind a little cellulite. That is woman. That is feminine to me. That is womanly. There's been actually a lot of times the girls I've dated were curvy, 180 pounds, 170 pounds, and they thought I wouldn't be attracted to them because I like to work out, and I have exercise and all that, and they thought I would be looking for a girl like that, and that's just not the truth. I like curvy, full-figured girls. I don't want to call them overweight, but that's not an issue for me or for a lot of guys. This is a misconception. Okay. She had Botox, lip fillers. Her breasts cost $38,000, and she spent a total of $100,000 on surgery. $100,000, but she's not worried about it because she says she has sugar daddies that pay for this all. So. Like I said, I don't want to paint this person. I don't want to say that I feel so bad for this person or sorry for this person. I don't want to patronize her, but I do. I honestly do feel bad that she feels this. She has to do this. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to judge her. But having men pay for parts of your body, I don't know. I understand. She goes on to say, that she wasn't. This is the sentence that made me decide to do this video. She says, "I wasn't born perfect, so thank God for gyms, hairstylists, nutritionists, and surgeons." And I thought that word. She doesn't think she's perfect, and with men buying her body parts making her what they think is attractive, and they pay for it. You talk about how I shouldn't judge her because if this makes her feel more confident about herself, that's what I thought. I shouldn't judge her because if she has insecurities, maybe this makes her feel more confident about herself. But then I thought about having men purchase her body parts, her breast augmentations, to kind of make her into the image that they want. And how could that possibly be good for anybody's confidence? Like I said, this is just, I'm just being honest here. I don't want to judge her. Now, I've talked about this before. I don't know, I think I covered everything. Oh, she can only wear spandex. She said her surgeon restricted her from running. She actually can't run because high impact activities will make her breasts saggy. And like I said, that's something personally, like I said, I find that attractive. To me, it's it's very sexy. It's very feminine to me. Stretch marks and veins and all that. I find it sexy. I think it's because guys don't have that. Women have, to me, it's very feminine. I think a lot of guys feel the same way. I think a lot of guys like me probably don't want to say anything because they don't want to seem different from what there's the women over here that are trying to attain what they think is perfect, and then there's the guys over here that are claiming they want this perfect image, and a lot of guys like me don't want, it's all fake, it's all false. Guys like me don't want that aren't looking for that perfect image, and then it's just a bunch of people chasing around what this commercialization has told us we want. Okay, let's see what else. High impact activities. She says she goes to adult swim pools, adults only swimming pools. I've never heard of that, and she gets a lot of attention, both good and bad. She can't go on roller coasters because the harnesses push her, as she said, squishes her boobs, as she says in her own words. Like I said, the link will be down below. I kind of talked about this before, and I'm totally serious about this. And I thought about the 4 women I've loved, and I'll go back all the way to the first. This is back before I even started using, and I talked about this before. For me, the thing that makes me fall in love and be attracted to a woman, a lot of times I realized, is her imperfections. There was one woman she was a girl, and we were in our 20s back then, and she already had a child, and she had a lot of stretch marks. And not only that, she had been in a car accident, and she actually, with her last boyfriend, who was drunk driving, and he almost killed her. The car crashed, and a signpost went in her chest and out her back. And she read her last rites, but she was very, very cognizant, very worried about the scar and the stretch marks. And I don't know how to describe this, but when I look at those things, like I said, it made my heart. This sounds corny. Makes my heart burst with like love. I don't want to say like I feel like I want to protect this person, but it's just a feeling of love because they've been hurt, and the stretch marks are just part of life, and a beautiful thing of giving birth. And the scar, and the sad thing is, I don't think I ever told her any of this. The scar just made me realize about how she almost was gone, and it made me appreciate her more every day, realizing how quickly somebody could be taken away. Those things that she thought were her imperfections were the things that made me. It wasn't just a sexual attraction. It was just something better than that, something greater than that. It made me love her with all my heart. I know this sounds corny, but it's the truth. The next woman that I loved, another woman that I loved, was kind of pigeon-toed, and she was very conscious of that. And I grew, and she also she got nervous and she bit her lip like that. And I still remember, and I love that about her. To this day, when I see a woman that's kind of pigeon-toed, I'm attracted to it. It's a lot of guys don't want a perfect woman. A perfect woman is a falsehood. Another girl, the point of this is all women and all guys and everybody has parts of themselves that they're not confident of, but the way they look at themselves and the way that people that love them look at them are two totally different things. Another girl had thinning hair, and like I said, I just felt. It just made me, I have a hard time describing it, but it just made me love her so much more. It made her more human and more vulnerable. It made me, I hate to say this because it sounds corny and masculine, but it made me want to protect her. I don't know how else to say this. So those are the things I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you think. I think the idea of this perfect body image, it's not true. It's something that cosmetics and clothing apparel companies and plastic surgeons try to sell you in these magazines. It's not what a lot of men are attracted to. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. You guys have a great Sunday.